Hi guys, today we're going to talk about karandavasana, which is one of the more advanced postures in the second series. For me, this posture took a really long time to come into. I personally feel like a lot of the inversions are very hard for me because my back is so flexible that I didn't have the core strength to come into something as simple as the headstand, the forearm balance, or even the handstand, something I'm still working on. So for me to come into any of those inversions takes a lot of patience. I'm at the point right now where I'm still sort of working on my karandavasana, trying to lift myself up. So today, the video tutorial is about coming into the lotus and folding down. So obviously you're going to need to be able to do two things quite comfortably before you start practicing karandavasana. The first thing is coming into padmasana, or the lotus, very, very tight. And the other one is coming into pinchamayurasana, or the forearm balance, okay? Even if you're practicing pinchamayurasana against the wall and you're able to hold for a few breaths, you want to start moving away from the wall just so that you're teaching yourself to get over that fear. The anticipation of falling out is always scarier than actually falling out. So if you are holding for a few breaths against the wall, move away from the wall and just train yourself to keep falling out. Okay, so first thing, you have to come into a very tight lotus position. So if you're still working on your lotus position, that's what you want to do. Maybe that can be your goal for 2013. So the right leg goes in first and then the left leg. Flex the toes so you're getting a really, really tight lotus. Because when you come into karandavasana, the closer, the tighter everything is, the easier it's going to be. So I like to flex my toes and get it in really nice and tight. Before you come in, you might want to do a few stretches, maybe a few sun salutations, or you can just sit in padmasana for a while. Okay, now we're going to come into it. So you come into regular pinch up. Take your hands off the ground. And then just bounce up. So now once you're up, you take that tight lotus. Flex the toes. Now, scooping the tailbone is going to help to come down. And I just hold for a few seconds, because obviously I'm not able to come back up. But if you're not at the point where you're coming down yet, you need to come into a really tight lotus. Scoop your tailbone, flex the toes, come everything really, really tight, and then lower yourself down as slowly as you can onto your arms. Alternatively, if you can't come into pinchamayurasana, what you can do is come into it from the headstand so that you get the feeling of coming into a really tight lotus. So you're not coming into traditional headstand, you're going to separate your hands as if you're in pinchamayurasana, but your head's on the ground. So you drop your head onto the floor, and then lift up. And then take your feet into lotus. And try to get it as tight as you can. Flex the toes to get a really tight lotus, and then lower down really slowly. And then just try to get as close as you can to the arms. And then move back up. And down. And if you just practice the different variations, modify the posture so that it does work for you. Again, just keep practicing. In no time, hopefully you'll be able to do it. If you're practicing pinchamayurasana against the wall, as I said, just move away from the wall. Just get over the fear of falling out. Ladies, if you're flexible, just drop through over it. I've seen a lot of guys that are rolling out of the posture as well. It doesn't really matter how you come out of the posture, but as long as you get over the fear of falling out, then you're going to learn much quicker. Thanks very much for watching. If you have any recommendations or anything that you want me to do a video tutorial for, just drop me a line, email me, or just text me and let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks. Bye.